Hello and good day. Welcome back to our class. This is teacher Onini Guzman and our topic for today is solving rational equations for general mathematics grade 11. If we will recall a rational expression is nothing more than a fraction in which the numerator and or the denominator are polynomials p of x divided by q of x such that q of x is not equal to 0. So therefore, a rational equation is an equation involving rational expressions. So here are the steps in order to solve rational equations. We have number 1, find the common denominator. Number 2, multiply everything by the common denominator, or we call this one as the least common denominator. Then simplify. And of course, number 4, check the answer or answer to make sure that isn't extraneous solution. Alright, so let's solve rational equation. So solve the equation for x. So we have x plus 2 all over 8 is equal to 3/4. So the first thing that we will consider is to determine the excluded value. Since the denominators are both constant, meaning to say 8 is a constant, 4 is a constant, okay? So there are no excluded values because the denominators are both constant. So what we're going to do is we will find the LCD or the least common denominator of 8 and 4. And if we will look back on the basics of the LCD of 8 and 4 or least common denominator, this is equal to 8. So the next thing is we will multiply both sides of the equation by 8. So that is why we have here 8 times x plus 2 all over 8 is equal to 8 times 3/4. Then we can factor out both 8. So if you say I can factor out 8 here, I'll simply remove the greatest common factor between 8 and 8 as well as 8 and 4. So take note that I can have here x plus 2 is equal to 2 times 3 because 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2 and 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1. So we have now only x plus 2 is equal to 2 times 3. So to continue, I have x plus 2 is equal to 6. Then subtract both sides of the equation by 2. So I have now x is equal to 4. Now let's check whether this value will make the equation true. So that is why the given expression x plus 2 all over 8 is equal to 3/4 if x is equal to 4. We will substitute. So 4 plus 6 all over 8 is it equal to 3/4? So 6 over 8 is equal to 3/4. Take note that if we will lowest terms 6/8, this is the same as 3/4. So we can say that the solution set is equal to 4. So let's have another example. So solve for x. 12 over x is equal to 6 all over 2x plus 3. So the first thing that we will do is to look for the LCD of x and 2x. And of course, our LCD is equal to 2x. Then we will multiply both sides of the equation by 2x. So we have now 2 times 12 over x is the same as 2x times 6x, or 6 all over 2x plus 2x times 3. Now I can factor out the common factor. So here I can factor out here x and x, while here is 2x and 2x. So leaving here, I have 2 times 12 is equal to 24. Then we have 6. Then 2x times 3 is equal to 6x. So solving it further, I have here 24 minus 6. So subtract both sides of the equation by 6. So leaving that is 24 minus x is equal to 6x, or 18 is equal to 6x. Then divide both sides of the equation by 6. So therefore, x is equal to 3. So if we will look on our denominator, so obviously here, the value of x that will make this undefined is equal to x is equal to 0. Since we found out that x is equal to 3, let's find out whether this is an extraneous solution. So we have 12 over x is equal to 6 all over 2x plus 3 at x is equal to 3. Now, if we will substitute at x is equal to 3, we have 12 over 3. Is it equal to 6 all over 2 times 3 plus 3? So we have 4. This is actually 6 over 6 is equal to 1 plus 3. So truly, 4 is equal to 4. So meaning to say that the value of x is actually the solution set. So meaning to say the solution set is equal to 3. Let's move on to problem number 3. Solve the equation um, x all over x minus 4 is equal to x all over x minus 4 minus 4 fifths. At one glance, so we will look for the excluded value. If x minus 4 is equal to 0, so therefore x should not be equal to 4. Otherwise, it will make the equation or this expression undefined. So again, we will look back on our this common denominator. So that is x minus 4, and 5. So again, our LCD is equal to x minus 4 times 5 or 5 times x minus 4. So we will multiply both sides of the equation by that expression. So notice that I can factor out the least common factor. Or I can remove here x minus 4 and x minus 4. So I can factor this one out here. Then x minus 4, and 5, and 5. So what we have here in the first expression, so I have 5 times x or simply as 5x. Okay. Then after that, we have here 5 times x will simply as 5x. Then I have here 4 times the expression x minus 4. So simplifying it further, I'll distribute now negative 4. So negative 4 times x is negative 4x. The negative 4 times negative 4 will give us 16. Simplifying it further, I have here, I'll subtract both sides of the equation by 5x and add 4x both sides of the equation. So leaving that is actually 5x minus 5x plus 4x is equal to 16. Or we can say that 4x is equal to 16. Then divide both sides of the equation by 4, so x is equal to 4. Notice that if we will substitute x is equal to 4 here, it means this denominator will become 0. So therefore, this entire expression will become undefined. Now to double check that, let's do the checking, guys. So here is the expression. If we will substitute at x is equal to 4, truly 4 all over 4 minus 4 will become undefined. So therefore, even though we get the value of x is equal to 4, this solution is what you call extraneous solution. So it means the denominator is equal to 0. Or otherwise, it will make the expression or this equation, okay, undefined. Let us now consider problem number 4. We have 2 all over 3x plus 1 is equal to 1 over x minus 6x all over 3x plus 1. So again, we will get the LCD of 3x plus 1 and x and 3x plus 1. So our LCD is simply as in the factor form x times 3x plus 1. And we will multiply both sides of the equation by that expression. So take note that I can remove the greatest common factor of 3x plus 1, 3x plus 1 here. Then we have here x and x as well as 3x plus 1 and 3x plus 1. So leaving that, we have here the expression, okay, 2 times x, or x times 2 is 2x. Then we have here 1 times the expression 3x plus 1 minus 6 times the expression x. So if we will simplify this further, I have here 1 times 3x is 3x, then 1 times 1 is equal to 1. Then minus 6x times x is equal to negative 6x squared. Okay? Then, if we will simplify this one further, I'll put, okay, all this expression on the other side. So leaving this one as 6x squared plus 2x minus 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. So if we will combine similar terms, we have 2x minus 3x. It will result to 6x squared minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now, if you will recall your factoring method, okay, on square trinomial, you can find that the factors are the following. We have 3x plus 1 times 2x minus 1. Notice that one of our denominators here in our equation is 3x plus 1. So this should not be equal to 0. So if we will try to solve that, again, guys, 3x plus 1 times 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. If we will factor this one, so I have 3x plus 1 equals 0, or 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So using the 0 property. Okay? So therefore, we have here, if I'll subtract both sides of the equation by 1, so I have here 3x is equal to negative 1. So again, we have here, divide both sides by 3, x is equal to negative 1/3. And take note, this is actually extraneous solution. Okay? So because this is the excluded value of x. On the other hand, we have 2x is equal to 1. So if we will divide both sides of the equation by 2, so x is equal to 1 half. So therefore, we can say that the solution set is equal to 1 half. Now, I will leave to you the, okay, checking part. So if you have any question, you may leave it on the comment section. Again, this is Teacher Onondi Guzman. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel so that you will be notified about my new videos. Thank you.